Hello, I'm Mariana King, and this is where the Sidework Ends. Today we're making an ooey gooey macaroni and cheese that stands on its own and looks and tastes like a giant mozzarella stick. It starts with 2½ cups of panko breadcrumbs. To that you want to add ½ a cup of Parmesan cheese, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and ½ a teaspoon of dried basil. Mix that together until it's evenly distributed, and then pour in 8 tablespoons of melted butter. That's a whole stick, I know, but it's worth it. You need enough butter so that the crumbs hold together. Then in a glass baking dish, you want to rub it with a little bit of butter and then press the crust in to the sides. Make sure you get the corners really short up. Then crumple up a piece of parchment paper, put it inside, fill it with baking weights, and we're going to blind bake this crust in a 350-degree oven until it's golden, about 10 to 15 minutes. And meanwhile, we'll get started on the pasta. Add a tablespoon of kosher salt to a pot of boiling water and boil 2 cups of dried macaroni noodles for 7 to 8 minutes. For the sauce, you'll combine a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk, 2 eggs, ½ a teaspoon of white pepper, ½ a teaspoon of dried mustard powder, and a pinch of paprika, and whisk that to combine. Set the egg and milk mixture to the side, and let's drain the pasta. We'll drain it, then add it back to the warm pan and add 4 tablespoons of butter. Then bring the pan back on the heat and over low heat stir until the butter melts. Then we'll add the milk and egg mixture, stirring constantly over low heat, just to keep everything from cooking too quickly. When the egg mixture is warmed through, we're going to add 2 cups of mozzarella cheese and ½ a cup of Parmesan cheese and stir over low heat until the cheese melts and the sauce becomes thick and creamy. Now to assemble this bad boy. We want to take the blind bake panko shell out of the oven. Keep the oven on at 350 because we're about to use that again. Remove the baking beans and fill the shell with a layer of the macaroni mixture, about halfway. Then top that mixture with a layer of provolone cheese, although you could use any really gooey, shreddy cheese. You could use more mozzarella here if you like. Then top with some more macaroni and cheese mixture and cover the whole thing with the rest of the panko crumbs to make a lid. Make sure you cover the whole top surface and put it back in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes at 350 degrees until the top is golden and you can hear the cheese mixture bubbling in the center. And voila! This is why we cook it in a glass dish, because you turn it around and you can see how toasty and golden it is on all sides. And now we come to the moment of truth, where we attempt to flip this delicious mozzarella stick onto a plate and out of the baking dish. Be careful, this is very hot, so use oven mitts. Also, give it a nice jiggle to make sure all the sides are nice and loose, but there's enough butter in there, it should really just slide right out. And look at that! It looks like a giant mozzarella stick, especially when you drizzle it with your favorite marinara sauce and a sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. Now let's cut into this, shall we? Oh, it's nice and crumbly. And there it is, that nice gooey, stringy cheese. And the inside is so lovely and creamy and luscious. It's a great dish for a party. It would be great for kids. And it would also be nice if you want to be good to serve it with a little salad on the side. And just one more beauty shot of this wonderful mozzarella stick inspired macaroni and cheese. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon, where the Sidework ends.